I thought my wife Emily was my soulmate. We had been married 9 years, built a beautiful home together, and had a 7-year-old son, Lucas. She was the center of my world, and I truly believed I was hers. But sometimes, life doesn't break your heart with a sudden blow. Sometimes it chips away quietly, until one day you stumble across the truth that's been there all along. It began with little things. Emily started working late nights more often, claiming deadlines and office emergencies. Her phone became glued to her hand, always face down, locked with a new passcode she hadn't bothered to tell me. And when I'd ask simple questions, "Who were you texting? Why are you home so late?" she would snap, deflect, or accuse me of being paranoid. For months, I ignored my gut. I told myself she was stressed, that I was overthinking. But then, one Saturday morning, she left to grab groceries and was gone for 4 hours. When she came home, the bags in her hands didn't match the time she was gone. That's when I decided to look deeper. I checked our shared credit card statements. That's when the puzzle pieces started to fit. Hotel charges in her name, dinners at fancy restaurants I'd never been to, receipts for gas stations miles away from her office. My heart sank. But I knew suspicion wasn't enough. I needed proof. So I hired a private investigator. Within a week, the PI handed me photos that shattered my world. Emily kissing another man outside a hotel, entering rooms with him late at night, holding his hand in public far away from our town. The man wasn't just some stranger either. It was her co-worker, someone she'd introduced to me once as just a friend from the office. My hands shook as I flipped through the photos. There was no denying it. My wife was having an affair. I confronted her that night. She didn't cry. She didn't deny it. She just looked at me coldly and said, "I haven't been happy for a long time." He makes me feel alive. You don't? Those words cut deeper than the photos. But what destroyed me most was when she added almost casually, "And anyway, Lucas might not even be yours. The world spun." My vision blurred. I could barely breathe. "Might not be mine?" I whispered. She shrugged. "It was around that time." "I don't know. Maybe you, maybe him." That was the moment something inside me died. I filed for divorce the very next morning. My lawyer assured me that if Lucas wasn't mine biologically, a DNA test could shift custody and support arrangements completely. So we did the test. 2 weeks later, the results came in. I'll never forget holding that envelope, my hands trembling so hard I could barely tear it open. And there it was, in black and white. 0% probability of paternity. Lucas, the boy I had raised, the boy who called me dad, wasn't mine. I felt like my soul had been ripped out. For 7 years, I had given him everything. My love, my time, my heart. And all along, I had been living a lie. In court, the DNA results were my weapon. Emily had tried to play the role of the victim, claiming I was controlling and cold. But when my lawyer presented the paternity results, the photos, and the receipts, her case collapsed instantly. The judge ruled in my favor on every front. She was denied spousal support. She was held financially responsible for the PI fees and legal costs. And because of her deceit, her lover was dragged into the mess too, with his own wife filing for divorce shortly after. Emily's face when the DNA test was read aloud in court. Shame, rage, panic all at once was burned into my memory. She had gambled everything and lost. Afterward, she tried to call me. Tried to beg for forgiveness, saying we could start fresh, that Lucas still needed me. But I was done. "You destroyed this family," I told her. "You destroyed me, and now you can live with the consequences." I blocked her number. Today, I'm rebuilding my life. It hasn't been easy. I lost not just a wife, but the child I thought was mine. But in a strange way, I'm free. I know the truth, and I walked away with my dignity intact while she lost everything. Emily threw away her marriage for an affair. I found proof, divorced her, and destroyed her in court with a DNA test. And justice, in the end, was mine.